Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, man, this don't work. It just don't work without you guys. We are back at our day job, getting back to life, getting back to reality after having two fantastic Sundays. And I've got some good news for all of you guys that are like me, that aren't in Dallas. The game is actually going to be televised on Fox. The Washington Redskins are playing Monday night. Well, they suck on Monday nights. I think they are 9 out of the last 11 on Monday nights.
That's what Kirk Cousins said.
Huh?
Most of those games were Kirk Cousins.
Well, but even before that, the last time they did Redskins Monday Night Football and against the Bears, that's an opportunity for the Bears to get better, because the Giants and the Redskins, well, those guys now are slump busters. If your team's not doing good, look forward to playing those guys. And speaking of the stinking Giants, we have some breaking news on the Giants. Do you care at all? Well, the Eli Manning era may be over with. Daniel Jones is going to be starting for the Giants.
Who's about to get fired?
Oh, that whole coaching staff is going to be fired.
Who's going to get fired?
But this is actually, now look, I got to be honest with you. The Miami Dolphins, they're doing the right thing. They are literally tanking. They got 3 number 1 draft picks. They are fire selling everybody. They got Mika Fitzpatrick went to. Damn, where did they send him to? Buffalo? No, what? Damn.
The Steelers were interested in.
Oh yeah, the Steelers. That's right. They sent him to the Steelers, and the Steelers, they're rebuilding too. So it's kind of like, damn. I left that, but it's a better franchise than the Dolphins is.
Now, what's the name of the guy who put the
Brandon Roethlisberger, right? So it's like, yeah, we didn't do you any favors. We didn't send you like to Philadelphia like you wanted to, but they wanted a number 1 draft pick. The Cowboys like, nah. That's too much. There was 3 teams willing to give him a first-round draft pick. Although I will say this about the Dallas Cowboys first-round draft pick. It's going to be a late pick at the moment. It looks like it will be. So we'll have to wait and see how that works out. Now, there is, of course, Jalen Ramsey wants to get out of Jacksonville. But again, that's another guy that they want a number 1 draft pick. I don't see giving up that much for him. And I don't think the Cowboys will. I think they're going to look at it and say, we're okay there. But Daniel Jones is going to be starting now for the Giants. The Eli Manning era is done and over with. Now, as much as I hate Eli and all that, you can't argue with the fact that he has been a warrior, that he has carried the torch for the New York Giants, and, get out while you can still have your mental facilities. Antoine Woods, we are hearing, has a high 4 to 6 week, the dreaded high ankle sprain. One of the Bruce brothers. Somebody had asked me, with Robert Quinn coming back, does that help because maybe he can slide down? Well, it does and it doesn't. What it actually does is, here's the thing that you got to realize with our Cowboys, that we are actually very, very blessed. When you think about past years where we've had great talent and great teams, but we lose a Des Bryant, we lose a Sean Lee, and all of a sudden everything goes to shit. Right now, for once, we have depth that's enabling us to be able to take these hits.
Devin Smith,
right. Yeah, having him. Right, well, Michael Gallup heals, we've got him to step in. But we have Kerry Hayter, who can play tackle and he can play defensive end. So he'll probably end up taking up a lot more of the snaps and stuff for him. And you still have Robert Quinn and, of course, Tyrone Crawford. So in a way, having him helps you, because Tyrone Crawford, who got a sack this past week, can slide and play tackle. And then you got, Robert Quinn out there, especially this week, trying to go against his old team. And this is freaking incredible. Do you do the sports lines, the betting lines? We are 20.3 point favorite against Miami. I've never seen a professional point spread that high. I hear that New England once had a 26, I think in 2012. But 20 points? This by definition is a trap game because everybody's saying, "Oh man," and with Drew. Although I will say with this, with Drew Brees being out, you could have said
minimum of 6 weeks.
Right, but you could have said that the Cowboys would be looking past this game to the Saints. But I got to be honest, I think this team is laser focused on taking care of business and doing what they're supposed to do. One guy.
Scotland, yeah, 5.
It was funny. I wish I could find this meme, but it was Kellen Moore back when he was still playing for the Cowboys, and he opens up the playbook and he looks at it and he throws it to the side and then rubs his head, and the caption was Kellen Moore looking at Scotland Hand's offense, which is about true. So that's what you have, guys. That's where we are at the moment. Daniel Jones era begins. I'm Mark Holmes and we're keeping you up to date with everything that is the NFL. Oh, sorry last night about not having the live stream, but I got to tell you, I went to a benefit with for Adrian Peterson's cause.
Oh, the guy who wished he was on Dallas Cowboys.
Oh my God! But and I'm sitting there looking at the list of people. There's like Eric Flowers, there's Donald Penn, there's Case Keenum. Not Case Keenum. I'm sorry, Colt McCoy. That's supposed to be on Charles Mann and Moses and Sharif. And here's what's funny: if you're a Redskin fan, well, I guess it's not funny if you're a Redskin fan. But we think about the human turnstile, Eric Flowers being terrible.
Human turntable.
But the reality is he's actually playing pretty well compared to Moses and Sharif, two of the guys that they thought in the Redskins were going to be great offensive linemen. So there's that. So Donald Penn and Eric Flowers are doing pretty good.
So is that the New York Giants not knowing what to do with Flowers?
That could be that. That's the Giants just
He's playing better.
If the Redskins could get somebody to do something and you couldn't. And I know Giants that got hurt last night seeing Odell go 89 yards there. Yeah, that's got to hurt. But, at least you're going to get another high draft pick. And you can look at saying, you know what, we got maybe our future quarterback. We got a running back. Who knows what you're going to be able to get. Maybe get another star wide receiver who's not crazy. But anyway, back to the benefit. It was really, really cool because talking to Adrian Peterson's passed Jim Brown's touchdown record, so he is part of NFL history. I believe he's 8th on the all-time list. And he's really not a Redskin, and he's not really happy with the Redskins right now because, they sat him, made him a healthy scratch for Geis, who's coming back from injury, who can't stay healthy. So that was kind of like a slap in the face. So I went up to meet him, and, I'm saying, "Hi, how you doing?" and stuff. And Lauren, who is one of the people that work with him, she's like, "Yeah, he's a Cowboy fan." It's like, why are you going to put me on blast here in the middle of Redskin country, okay? You trying to get me killed? And he was like, "Yeah, man, I grew up in Texas, I grew up being a Cowboy fan." And it was almost kind of like, the movie Get Out? It was almost like Get Out. Like he had that tear. Like, run. Can you take me with you? I want to get out of here. I don't like being here. You remember, he said he wanted to finish his career in Dallas. And this is the sad part about football, is you can't always choose where you're going to be or how you can do your career. You just can't. And it's sad that this is going to be the last couple of years of his career being in Washington in a dumpster fire. A person who has done what he has done in the NFL deserves much, much more than that. The other thing, I met somebody who's actually one of Zeke's people. Works with. And the good news on that is, in talking to him, is, they're working with him to make sure. See, I told him, I said, what you need is, and I said, I'm fully committed if you need me, is the LA Rams have that one coach who's paid just to make sure Sean McVay doesn't go on the field?
They have one with Steelers too.
Yeah. They're just great. Hey, come up, get off the field. You need that guy for Zeke. Zeke, let's go. Let's get out of here. But he's working, from what I'm told, he's working hard to change the narrative and things like that. He's been actually doing quietly. He's been doing. quietly he's been doing stuff like, where he paid for the funeral and things like that. He's been doing charity work and things. So he's been working on changing the narrative. There's only that one thing in Vegas that, got blown out of proportion. And as I'm listening to all this stuff about AB, oh my God. How is it that this guy is still able to play with all the stuff that's going on that you're hearing, where he's not paying people and, doing all kinds of stuff? But I digress. What? Yeah. So, benching. So, I'm going to get this uploaded and I'll see you guys.